Hey, welcome back to the Outlaw Distillery. I'd like you guys to meet Josh Cowan. Josh is the master welder who helped us build this still. Here we see the weld up of the down tube, basically the drain pipe coming out what was once the top of the still, or I should say the top of the keg, which is now the bottom of the keg, the keggle. This is really cool stuff here. Pay attention to how tight he keeps the weld and how tight he keeps the arcing, the arc length. It's just amazing. Here he's simply tacking it up, and then he gets after it here in a second. Are you going to use any rod, or are you going to do an autogenous weld?
I'm just doing that. That's not the greatest deal.
No filler rod necessary when you're this good. Oh, that's cool. A small amount of machining is necessary to get the pipe to slide in to the bottom of the keg where the tap used to be. So it just slides in and then it's welded in place. Fantastic job, Josh. Now on to the top. A 6-inch hole is drilled into the bottom of the keg, which is now the top of the keggle, which will house a 6-inch tri-clamp ferrule. This tri-clamp ferrule will then reduce through a bell reducer down to 2 inches. Our column is 2 inches, with cost being a huge consideration. A 3-inch column would literally cost 1.5 times more money. So a 2-inch column is the way to go, especially when it's 14 feet tall. Just tacking on. The 6-inch tri-clamp. It's going to be very cool. Alright, check out how many tack welds you put on there. Now that's to keep it from warping, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding.
You don't want that metal moving while you're...
Notice how clean everything is. Alright. My friend Josh, notice how tight the weld is, and if you can see it, the movement of the TIG torch. Oh, it's an amazing weld. Hot damn. Stay tuned. Now it's onto the legs. The legs may seem to you to be a little bit big, and the stance may seem a little bit wide for this keg. But remember, my 2-inch column rises to 12, 14 feet, and it's heavy. So I want a good, stable platform for my keggle. Some of you may ask why I put such a big hole in the top of my keggle. Well, that's simple. I put a big hole in the top of the keggle so I could dump stuff into the keg without spilling it all over the place. Once the mash is in the keg, then you simply put the column on top of it, and you only have one hole to deal with instead of a fruit fork. I think this is the way to go, and it also makes it super easy to clean as well. Actually, I'm really stoked on how this turned out. Now the only question is, how am I going to finish it? Am I going to do a brushed finish? Am I going to do a matte finish? Am I going to leave the color of the welds? I don't know, you guys tell me. Leave some comments below. In the next video, we're going to attach the column. And then in following videos, I'm going to build the temperature control system, which is going to have two modes. A silicone controlled rectifier mode and a PID mode. Stay tuned, man. Things are going to get pretty cool. Alright, so we're putting on the fourth leg. We are pretty intoxicated. This is turning out really, really nice. Alright, fourth leg goes on. Expect something cool soon. We hope. Last of the legs going on. She's pretty much done as far as the welding is concerned. Now there's a lot more to do. The PID has to be designed and built. The SCR has to be made to show that it can function, and it can function under the stress of two heating elements. And then of course, wiring up the PID to work in my system too is gonna present some challenges, but we'll work through them one by one. Thank you for watching Outlaw Distillery. This is my little hobby and I love it. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I just didn't know enough to make a video. So after 3 years, I think I've learned a few things. So enjoy. Almost done. Got a few more welds. And then she gets ready to be bolted to the ground. Outlaw Distillery video without setting something on fire. This is me putting the 2-inch ferrules in. I silver soldered them. I thought this would be a whole lot easier than TIG torching them in. So this is the direction I went. I used a brew house pull-through tool, ferrule pull-through tool, and it turned out really good. Anyway, enjoy. I think here in a second we'll put the hemispherical reducer on the top of it and put the column on in this video. Why not? Here she is with the hemispherical reducer in her. Notice that I've got a 1/4-inch MPT fitting, female fitting on the reducer. I'm going to put another thermocouple through there so I can get an accurate idea of when the column is equalized. This is with the column, 2-inch column, simple column. And I also turned the sight glasses into either a fruit port or I built little bubblers to put inside of them. So anyway, I hope you like my still. It took me forever to build it. Now I'm really looking forward to building the computers to run it. I'm not a big fan of the PID. I actually want to use a logic controller to control the temperature in my still. So that's something that I'll be looking into and we'll explore in later videos. I'd like to thank you guys for your patience and hope you stay tuned for my next video. Hopefully it's better quality and it doesn't take 3 years. All right, we'll talk to you later.